Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday's Scarlet Scoop. I'm Ariana Bernard and here are today's top stories. Following the terrorist attacks that occurred in Paris Friday night into Saturday morning, many have assembled into various locations to mourn and remember the more than 120 lives lost over the weekend. Lantern TV foreign correspondent Jan Schreiber is currently in Paris and brings us a look into how the community is slowly showing signs of re-emerging life.
On Monday, 3 days after the deadliest attacks on French soil since the Second World War, music filled the Place de la République. And so did candles and flowers to pay tribute to the victims of the carnage. Emotions under intense police scrutiny. As life is coming back to the streets of the French capital, so are fears of divisions and hatred. The second attack in less than a year is yet another challenge to an already unstable national unity. Still, many here hope that their love and commitment will outlast it all. Jan Schreiber, Lantern TV in Paris.
To view the full package and learn more about experiences from Ohio State students who were in Paris at the time of the attacks, visit thelantern.com and click on campus. After hearing about the terrorist attacks, French artist Jean Julien designed a peace sign containing the Eiffel Tower as a sign of solidarity for those affected by the attacks. He later shared the design on social media. His tweet of the image quickly spread and currently has more than 59,000 retweets. The peace symbol has even made its way to Ohio State on the shoe of backup quarterback Cardale Jones during last Saturday's football game against the University of Illinois. Two of the attacks in Paris were suicide bombings outside a French soccer stadium where a match between France and Germany was being played. Since then, a university spokesman has announced a new policy coming to Ohio Stadium. Following in the footsteps of the NFL, Ohio Stadium will be adopting a clear bag policy starting with Saturday's final home game of the season. The policy limits attendees to bring their belongings in a 14-inch by 14-inch clear tote bag or a small handbag approximately the size of a hand with or without a handle strap. A 1-gallon plastic freezer bag is also permitted. OSU Athletic Director Gene Smith told the media at a press conference on Monday, quote, "I think this is a direct result of what's going on around the world. We are trying to respond to that." Speaking of extra security, students planning to participate in the 2015 Mirror Lake Jump will be required to wear wristbands as part of Ohio State's effort to regulate the event. Fences will also be built to surround the lake. This marks the third year the system has been implemented. The jump is an annual tradition at Ohio State that occurs during the week before the football game against that team up north. This year's jump is expected to take place on November 24th. Lantern TV spoke with students around campus to get their thoughts on the wristband requirement and if it will deter them from jumping.
It's probably put in place to make people a little bit safer, so I feel that's a good thing. I don't really think it'll deter anybody from jumping because, I mean, it is a tradition, so traditions tend to carry on pretty nicely.
I think that's ridiculous. I can see where they would have, needs for security, but, there's a degree to which it is a tradition to do when it's just a bunch of people jumping into a pond.
That's all we have for you on today's Scarlet Scoop. Be sure to tune into Lantern TV throughout the week for extended versions of these stories and more. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram and like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.